Well, welcome back. Anyway, happy Halloween. It's been a stressful month. For some, not for all. Luckily for us, we have an extremely easy amplifier today. But anyway, let's go over some of the traps and perks we're going to use today. We are going to use 6 standard freeze traps. We are going to use 4 standard tar pits. We're going to use 3 standard anti-airs. And we're also going to use 2 3 impact 2 reload wall pushers. We're going to use 2 all durability wall pushers with 2 reload. We're going to use 1 floor launcher with 1 impact, 1 reload. We're going to use 1 floor launcher with 3 impact, 2 reload. We're going to use 3 wall pushers with 3 knockback, 2 reload. And we're also going to use 2 poop spikes and a campfire. Ours is going to be an 89. Doesn't matter which one you use. We're just going to use an 89 for speed and building purposes. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this build, shall we? First thing we're going to start off with is block off. Now, the block off we're going to start off with is going to be on the right-hand side by Valley. Anyway, so right here in Valley, what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 stairs, 2 floors, and we're going to go ahead and put our poop spikes on them. On the other side, whee. Oh. I messed up. There we are. Oh, sorry. Set my edit. Apologize that. 2 stairs, 2 floors, and then 2 stairs and 1 wall of an arch. I don't mind rebuilding and tearing it down as we talk about it, but I definitely need to slow the fuck down and remember what I was doing. Shit. Okay. This is just a basic X block. Stops them from getting through. The spikes will reset their AI and make them walk away. It's kind of going to protect it. The people who don't farm your base, you're amazing. I mean, if you don't have the rock, it sucks, but, you know, it's okay. That's what the 4 spikes for. But rocks really help on builds, trees, all that shit. The more of that you have, the better. Because Husk will attack your trees, rocks, and shit before they attack your builds. Most of the time. It's really fun. Next, we're going to go ahead and go to its main ramp. Alright, now we're going to start off with putting stairs all the way across. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and edit them starting on the right-hand side. Like that. Okay. Just like that. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to hop up to the top side. And we're going to place stairs all the way down. We're going to go ahead and edit them just like this. Standard V block. Nothing too fancy. Now, once the main block off is done like that, we're going to go ahead and concentrate on our upper corner. From here, we're going to go ahead and add an archway and a stair. In front of that, we're going to add another stair towards us and away, and then another stair away from us with an archway inside of it. Okay? Then we're going to do something a little fancy. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Alright. Oh, we didn't add this one. So, we're going to go ahead and add in a floor. A wall. And a stair. Next, we're going to go ahead and add a stair with a wall on top coming out like this. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, we're going to place a cone to give us a little bit of height, and we're going to pull out our first freeze trap. Standard freeze trap, please. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and stand it, right on the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to point our trap to place on the ramp. And if you'll notice, right here underneath the rock, you'll see the trap go at an angle, just like that. Once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and place it, and it'll place the freeze trap on top, but technically, it's right below us. Now, the reason why we have to place our traps here is because if we place our floors here, the lava bomb will come down and hurt this. Not only that, when spawn husks come up here, they actually spawn in here and break the floors anyway. So, best to just do this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and Next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a ramp and a floor and another floor. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to try to, there it is. Look over to the right, and as you can see, on the left hand side, our blue trap goes from on top to underneath. We're going to go ahead and place it. Take away our extra pieces. And as you can see, we're good to go. Now, go ahead and upgrade these. Alright. Now, we're going to go ahead and place our 2-on-2, 2 impact, 2 reload, 2 durability. There it is. On this side. And we're going to place a standard wall dart. And our double crit rate, double crit damage, ceiling zapper. After our traps are in, we're going to go ahead and our first stair is edited from the right. So it's edited like this. Perfect. Our next stair, it's edited on the other side. Perfect. We're going to upgrade these. Now on the far side here, we're we're going to add 2 more floors to finish it off. Lava bomb right behind us, perfectly. Perfect. Making sure everything's cozy and tight and nothing can get through. If you're a home base AFKer and you don't like our AFK spot, what you can do is you can place a we're going to place a cone. Okay, we're going to move this out of our way. What we're going to do is we're going to go into first person mode. Okay, and we're going to have our pickaxe out. And we're going to look for a wall trap. Oh, we selected a wall trap. Now we're going to open our pickaxe. And we're going to walk to the edge right where a wall would be. Not quite over the edge, but, you know what I'm saying, too far and we're over the edge. We're going to aim all the way down until our cursor, top of our cursor is touching the edge of the cone. And we're going to jump, press our trap button, and place at the same time. So for me, that's spacebar, T, and mouse click. If you're on a console, you would have to click your X button to jump, and then your circle and square at the same time. But to be all honest with you, it is so much easier just to plug in a USB mouse and keyboard into your console. Every console can take one since a PlayStation 2. So, and they're not picky. You can take a keyboard and mouse from, 2002? Yeah. So 2003, and still fits. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that somebody has a mouse and keyboard that's laying around that cost them like next to nothing for like the last 20 years that you can use to press 3 buttons together at the same time and just go like this. Oh, did it place it for me or did I mess it up? Oh, I messed it up. Alright, so we're just going to go a little bit farther forward. And there it is. So, jump, trap, and let's take our cone out of the way. We're going to go ahead and get out of this view because I absolutely hate it. There we go. Perfect. We're going to add this into a nice little Dorito. Okay? And then we're going to go back to our stair and put it back. Nope, I messed up. Now it's back. Perfect. Sorry about that. That's why I like to double check. Sometimes I'll walk away from something and forget what I did. And one little small edit can make a huge difference. Because if I would have done that, we'd have lost. The house would have just walked straight through there. Because it doesn't have a floor there to stop them. That's another option too. If you can't do the jump thing, you could do this with a floor here. But that's too risque for me. So this is an option too, especially if you like to AFK at home base. If you don't AFK at home base, don't worry about that. Our AFK spot is connected to our, well, sky bridge. So, that trap, make sure everything is caught up. Floors in the back. And that covers that part of the block off. The next part of the block off we're going to do is right here at the ramp in the back. Alright, so don't worry about the dev. If you have a dev, you can place a dev. Options being like this. There's another option too. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place a floor. Go back to first person mode. So go ahead and hit your settings. Go to your settings, go to your settings. Go down to first person mode. And we're going to grab our cozy campfire. Player interactive tool. which, there we go. So our reload is really fast, and our healing amount is really low, because the healing amount is how many times it's going to get used, right? So we want to burn through that many of those as possible, so that we don't have to sit here and wait. So I selected that trap, and the same thing like we were doing with the wall here, but we're going to go ahead and hang our cursor over the right-hand side of our floor. Okay? We're going to look all the way down with our pickaxe open, and we're going to jump, trap, and place at the same time. So, whee! There we go. Go ahead and get ourselves back out of this mode while we're waiting, so we can see again. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and place a cone on top and get rid of our floor. And then we're just going to upgrade this. And wait for our floor to burn out. And since we have the time, we'll just go ahead and get to that. So while we're waiting on this, we're going to go ahead and go to the front here on this little bridge. And we're going to place a floor and a wall. And on the floor, we're going to place an all durability tar pit. And a 3-on-2. 3 impact, 2 reload. Yes. 3 impact, 2 reload, 1 durability. And this is going to get used with our floor launcher up there. Upgrading this, still waiting on our 1 trap. If you ever have any troubles with this block off here, go ahead and join our Discord, ping somebody. Somebody can help throw a dev in there. Or there's Robot Smoke's got an amazing version of this where he puts the freeze trap on top, but it's actually underneath. I'm not too sure on how he does it. I should ask him that, to be honest with you. 'Cause I would love to do that one. I know it's a very popular thing. I personally haven't done it, so I'm not gonna show you how to do it because it's not my thing. It's always been his kind of thing, and it's an amazing amazing trick. So shout out to him while I'm waiting for this thing for another few seconds here. Amazing. Done. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and edit. Oh, no. There it is. Edit it this way to stop any of the husks from getting up. So, wonderful. Another thing we could have done is we can drop a floor piece right here. And you can drop a 69 tire drop trap on it if you'd like to reset any of the husk AI coming up to your ramp if they decide to. Another thing you can do is you can X block off this bottom. Sorry, I'm even having my own self. There we go. And there we go. It's a bit expensive, and most of the time they're going to take this out anyway because they don't have a pathway up. So if you're stuck doing something like this, you may have to give them a path. And to give something a path, if you're still having troubles, don't want to use Discord, go ahead and give everybody options because I don't want to hear shit later. You can go ahead and start a pathway up, right? So, no, one more. Perfect. now you've given us a path. Cool. But you can also knock him either out to sea. Okay. I mean, let's say... There we go. And here we go. So, let's say you want to knock him back up, right? Let's go ahead and find some Tarpits. Really don't want to waste my all durabilities there, so I'm just going to grab an all durability Tarpit. Go ahead and place a stair on the left. Go about a half tile back. And you want to point and hold your trap right on the railing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to release the trap and move to the right. So mine is set up to where if I push my trap button, nothing happens. It's not going to release. It's not going to place the trap. But until I let go of that button, then it places it. So I don't know what setting that is. Somebody will probably tell me in the comments, but I know some people don't have it set up that way, but mine are still set up old school, so I don't know if they changed that in some sort of update, but I know it is an option to still have the old settings. So we're going to go ahead and press and hold, and then release and push right. Sweet. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to go ahead and push and hold, and release and move right. And same thing here. Ooh, I missed. Perfect. Okay. So that's something you can do. And now you can go ahead and put some floor traps in with one reload. At least one reload, one impact. I got one reload, two impact. That'll be alright. You know, something on the top. You don't need a lot of impact. You just need a lot of reload or a lot of durability. So we can go with like what? All durability? Where you at? Where them? Yeah, here we go. It's an all durability 2 reload. Something like this. You know what I'm saying? Could even go out as far as that. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though you have a decent X block down here, no. You know what I mean? But now they won't even want to bother it. Why would you want to hit it if you got something like this? And all this is to do is just knock them off, knock them off. And even if they did happen to get back through, now they got to go ahead and walk this all again. So, depending on your durability, so if you're really low durability, think about this. We're not going to tear this up because we don't have to worry about that kind of a durability issue. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for, well, educational purposes. That, and I don't want to worry about this getting hurt either. So, perfect. So now that we have all of our block off done, and we covered all of our alternative methods for all builders and types, let's go ahead and get back to the build. So up here on your spawn ramp on the left, we're going to go ahead and place a stair right on the ramp. Place 2 of them. Okay? to make life easier for you. So now that your shit looks like this, we're looking for this ramp. Shit, I missed. Right on the ramp. Place 2 of them and a floor. And then go all the way to your amplifier. Well, here. Anywho, right after you do that, you're going to go ahead and place a wall. And 2 more. Then you're going to place 3 walls. And we're going to go ahead and edit a wall down here. Go ahead and get this out the way. And yeah, we'll put one here. Nice little safety. Okay. So for here, every trap in the game is directional, right? So we want to use a freeze trap facing this way. So we're going to take our standard freeze trap. We're going to stand about a half a tile away. And we're going to press and hold our trap button. And we're going to let go and move to the right. Perfect. Now, next, I believe you're a freeze as well. Well, whoopsie. Got it. Whoopsie. And then these 2 are and thought I had so many Tarpits. Just give me a mild second while I'm looking. Taking all durability. Tarpit. And the wall pusher. That one's a 4 pusher. Okay. Oop, please get down there. There we are. So here we're just gonna place 2 Tarpits. I guess I'll. Oh Jesus! What have you done? All right. So I broke something I wasn't supposed to. So I gotta replace it. And then go back to my tar pit that I was working on. 2 of them, actually. And then last one. Got it. And just because I'm feeling nervous, place one in the middle. Yeah, it's a little different than what I had. But we don't care. I know it mattered. Okay. Go ahead and level this up. Go back to our freeze trap. Placing 2 running up the ramp. Now, we're going to take our other 2-on-2, 2 impact, 2 reload, 2 durability. place that one. Then we're going to go to our all durability 2 reload. Place those 2. We're going to find our 3 impact, 2 reload, 1 durability floor pusher. And then we need our one impact, 1 reload, floor pusher. One impact, 1 reload. Well, that seems to be that there of a problem. I don't make one. So I'm going to place this one. But you're going to want 1 impact, 1 reload, 4 durability. But luckily for me, I mean, I got Harper. But I don't have room to craft a trap. So I'm not going to be able to make the one I need. But so we're just going to place those and pretend that it had 1 instead of 2. After those are all placed, what we're going to do, make sure everything's tiered up. And then we'll move on to our last section. Whee! So, an AFK spot. So what we're going to do is right here off our pillar, we're going to go ahead and put a ramp on top of it. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ramps total. And then we're going to place 1 floor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a floor. Then we're going to place 3, 1, 2, 3 ramps. And a cone. Okay. This is our AFK spot. Lined up perfectly with right there. This way, any assassins from all the amplifiers will be least likely to damage our builds. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but out of all the places I've been standing and testing, this one seems to have, well, an amazing record. Okay, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and place on the ramp over here, 1 floor past the ramp, and 1 floor in front of it. And then we're going to go ahead and place all durability tar pits on top of them. And we're going to go ahead and place, we could do a 2-on-2 and a 3-on-2, but we're just going to go ahead and I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. I think we're just going to take our 2-on-2, wherever you are, and where I'm trying to find you. There you are. 2 impact, 2 reload, 2 durability. See? And this one is going to be 1, 2, 3 impact, 2 reload. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and add a fin in there. Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll add one there. Tear that up. And we'll go ahead and get to the amp. Now, the amplifier, what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the computer. And you're going to place a floor. You're going to go into first person mode. You're going to find a wall trap. Pull out your pickaxe. Go up to the edge, look all the way down, pickaxe open. You're going to jump, place trap at the same time. Oh, that's what's happening to me. Give me 1 second. No, it shouldn't be the case. But it is. Okay, so the wall right here was bothering it. So right here at the top, jump and place a wall. Alright, and if you notice, it's an upside down wall. What we're going to do is we're going to edit that wall to be a pillar. Okay? After you go ahead and grab that pillar, what we're going to do is put a pillar on top. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. All the way around. This is a little trick from You Are My Only One. Now what this will do is make all the smashers, mini bosses, and things like that just disappear. But if for some action that fails, we're going to do a robot smoke archway. And you're like, what does that mean? So let me show you. As soon as I get this tiered up. Hold on. Because I'm going to keep it in brick. I ran out of metal. And if I break stuff, it goes to him and not me. So it's becoming irrelevant. So right here on the amplifier, go ahead and place a cone. Okay? Take any wall trap you want, open your pickaxe, and walk up to the edge of the cone. And we're going to go ahead and jump and place trap at the same time. And what that's going to do is going to place our floor, as you can see. See? And what we're going to do is form it into an arch. See? And we're going to put an arch in front of it. Now, pull myself into normal mode here. Now what happened is the mini bosses and smashers will just walk right through the loop. Right through, right this way into the lava. So all are optional, but turning off propanes and things like that seem to be like a good idea too, so figured that'd be fun. So if you want the gateway to hell, thank you, Robot Smoke. Or if you want to turn them off, thank you, you are my only one. You can see both examples of these in the Discord link below if you want to hop in there and see these type of things, or even more type of things than a lot of things we've covered and a lot of things we've not, so it's up to you. Last but not least on this, we have the cave. So if your husk want to walk down the cave, fine and dandy. What we're going to go ahead and do is right here on the edge of this this ramp here, we're going to place a floor all the way down, even covering the jet. We're going to take our standard anti-air, 2 range, 2 reload, 2 durability, and we're going to go ahead and place them just like this. Then get it yourself. We're going to go ahead and place 3 of them like that on the floor. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a stair. Edited. Place another one next to it. Edited. We're going to place a Dorito. An archway with a ramp on top and a half floor on top of that. And then we're going to place a Dorito. And we're going to go ahead and place a stair. And another one behind it. And then we're going to go ahead and place a floor. And an archway. Now, nothing can get through. And when they do walk down the cave, they're going to want to hug the right-hand side. Noticing they can't get through here, they're going to hug right there. That's a possibility. Okay. So, you do have an option of full walling that, but they may, instead of walking around it, break it. If they do break it, you might get a couple bleeders who somehow bypass this wall. Archwaying it won't help. Not really too many things you can do there. Full walling it is a possibility, like I said. But they might beat on it. A thing you can do to stop them from beat on it is place one of these. You know what I'm saying? That's a viable option as well. I wouldn't place any sound walls or anything because they will phase right through them. Yeah. If they're beating on these floor pieces, you can add poop spikes to the floor. If they are beating on this one, you can replace it. Another thing is you could go back to this to have them go through. So yeah, plenty of options, but I'm going to give you the couple few I've tried out, type of things I've seen by doing them. If you were to replace this anti-air, you're going to need to place one here. If you still had the propane problem, you may want to put one here to replace it. So you can still protect it from the propaner, but also, you know, yeah. That's it. Very simple amp. I mean, there's not many problems with it because you always have a path. Dude, there's too many backups on backups. We went over if that keeps failing, you can add this. And you'd be surprised what this little pathway can do for a husk. Ooh, I almost forgot. I'm not done. On the hillside, you need to add a P block. So you add your floors and your cones. And then a V block on top. On the right hand side, we're going to add it like that. And on the left hand side, like that. Okay. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and place an arch. And our floors, or ramps. Now, we're not going to block off this one because it's too far away for them, so they don't want to bother. But the reason why we have to block off this one is because of the husks that spawn right here. The distance to there and there are the same. So blocking this off will make them go this way. Normal block offs won't work for hill amp because they'll destroy them. So this will stop it from being destroyed. And if one did get destroyed or broke, there's still one behind it. That way on waves 9, 19, and 29, I don't think 29 would matter anymore for lava. My bad. But we don't want it to get broken. So that's why we have two of them. Now it's officially in. So, thanks for hanging out. And the next build video we'll get onto is hill. Got a little bit more testing to go through on some flinger spots, so we don't really have a final definitive what we're doing, but it won't be bad. Bridge is stupid easy, guys. It's literally block off the way up just like we did on lava. Hit a little V block, a little V block, a little meteor protection, you know, small meteor protection plus block off, and the amplifier is nothing. I mean, this is all just extra stuff from Pit, but there's it's really nothing. You can use one of these that we just built in the last beach and lava video, and you can throw one right here instead. Boom. There's your bridge. There's your hill. There's your whole map. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll go over detailed videos of that. I believe the next one we have to do, because beach was 7 and this is late 8. Oh, no, hill would be 9. So hill is our next one. And then we do valley. So hill, then valley. Valley is going to be pretty small, but it's going to be a bit complicated. Trying to shrink it up. Did a lot of low level, low tech tests. So we're going to figure out what can go, what can't. So it'll be soon. But I appreciate you guys having me. And yeah.